To work is the fulfillment of God's command in Genesis for humans to both care for the earth and be productive in their labors. Today, we celebrate the feast of St. Joseph the Worker, and we remember him as a carpenter and a model of the universal call of labor. Pope Francis, in his encyclical Laudato Si, touches on the dignity of work. We were created with a vocation to work. The goal should not be that technological progress increasingly replace human work, for this would be detrimental to humanity. Work is a necessity, part of the meaning of life on this earth, a path to growth, human development, and personal fulfillment. Helping the poor financially must always be a provisional solution in the face of pressing needs. The broader objective should always be to allow them a dignified life through work. As St. Joseph workers, we uphold and respond to this call to the dignity of work. We are inspired by the Holy Spirit, and we respond to the needs of the time. Our actions are rooted in the mission of Jesus, inspired by the model of St. Joseph, and with the charism of the Sisters of St. Joseph. Our mission as St. Joseph workers is to answer God's call to work and serve in our community wherever we are needed most. In serving, we receive the space to grow in our relationship with Christ, the people we encounter at our placement sites, and with each other as a community. Grounded in this mission, we work at placement sites with varying needs in the community, addressing issues such as poverty, housing, violence, hunger, healthcare, and more. St. Joseph worker Betsy works as a healthcare advocate at La Amistad and St. Jude's neighborhood clinic. Tricia works as a teacher's aide at St. Joseph's Catholic School. Soyen as a community health advocate at Mission Hospital, and I'm serving as a graphic design and marketing assistant at Laura's House and the Center for Spiritual Development, a ministry of the Sisters of St. Joseph. Of our core values, justice is one of the most closely tied to the dignity and universal call of work. We believe all people have the right to economic initiative, to productive work, to just wages and benefits, and to decent working conditions. As workers, we are committed to social change. The Sisters of St. Joseph stand for justice in class, race, and gender equality, serving the dear neighbor through ministries of healthcare, education, church ministries, and social justice. Each of us as St. Joseph workers are mentored and supported in our passions for justice and systemic action, and we're given the chance to explore the change we wish to make in the world. Leadership is another part of the call to work. We are called to be leaders by listening well to others and discerning the best ways to respond to the needs of others. We cultivate leadership through career development, intentional conversations and training, creativity, exploration, and expressing our individual voices. Community is represented in work as we gather with one another and our co-workers, and we rely on each other, working as a team to accomplish a task. And finally, the value of spirituality is tied to work, as it is our response and receptivity to the Holy Spirit that allows us to work with dignity and address whatever needs are most urgent. As St. Joseph workers, we strive to serve with the vision of the Sisters of St. Joseph, to love God and serve the dear neighbor without distinction. We take inspiration from this quote by Martin Luther King Jr. on the dignity of labor. No work is insignificant. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity.